Good afternoon. This is Amy Jackson, President of the Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with Christy Lawson with the Sexual Assault Victims Advocacy Center, if I can say that all right. That's a mouthful. And we're here for Catoosa Connects, and we appreciate your time in joining us this afternoon to learn a little bit more about what's going on in Catoosa County.
Yeah.
So, Christy, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So we're the Sexual Assault Victims Advocacy Center, and we're a nonprofit that provides services to sexual assault victims and their families.
Well, we appreciate all that you do, and I talk on this session every week about the different nonprofits and the different agencies that we have in our community that do things that other people just aren't even aware of. And I wasn't, honestly, until I got this job, and just some of the things. And Christy, y'all do your group does a great job. You and your staff as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you. You probably don't know that this exists unless you've had a need for that. Just know that they're here. They don't necessarily want you to know where they are, because sometimes their clients need some privacy, right? And but they are in our community. There are ways to get involved and help support their mission here in Catoosa County. You actually service anyone. They don't even have to be a Georgia resident. Is that correct?
No, we can service anybody. We serve the 3 county areas, Walker, Dade, and Catoosa.
Okay, so Walker, Dade, and Catoosa. Awesome.
And it's, it's something that nobody wants to talk about, but we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
and I know you've educated me a lot just on, our area being on the interstate on I-75, as far as, certain areas we're prone to,
like human trafficking.
For the human trafficking. And I'll just be honest with you. I'm in my little world. I don't want to think about that.
Right.
But it's here. It's in our community, and we need services and we need awareness, I guess, to protect not only ourselves but our children, our grandchildren, our students. So I know that y'all do a lot of things for advocacy for that as well.
Yes, we do. We try to go out in the community and do all kinds of awareness and education for human trafficking, teen dating violence, consent, I don't know if you've seen our billboards. We got a couple of billboards up right now because April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have one up on Battlefield Parkway across from Walmart.
Okay. That's a great location. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I have seen that, actually.
so it says, no matter what you wear or where you go, no means no.
No means no.
So
well,
cool.
I just appreciate you, because like I said, I know within the chamber, you're in a chamber leads group, and you part of the chamber ambassadors, and you've created such an awareness just within our organization of people that quite frankly I don't think would know, myself included, about what some of the things are that we face, in our community, and that we think that we're immune to because we're the Mayberry-ish town that we are, but that's not true. It's just not true, and it's just really refreshing to know that we have organizations that, if there is a need, there's someone that people can turn to in times of need and crisis, who are trained. And I know y'all get a lot of grants. You're grant funded, so there's certain things that you have to do to get those grants, I'm sure.
Yes.
To qualify and to keep them.
So we get a lot of state and federal grants that are geared towards victims, victim services.
Victim services, okay. All right, and I know there's an event coming up that I'm pretty excited about because it's something a little bit different. We always support, the Chamber always supports the events that y'all have, but this is kind of neat. Tell us about it.
So it's My Voice Matters. It's a walk to end sexual violence. We're not really focusing on the walk. We're going to do a small walk, probably just go around the block there through Ringgold. But it's going to be held on Thursday, April 28th at 5:30. Excuse me.
You're going to get that. We've both got that sign.
Seasonal.
Sorry for that. If we clear our throats a little bit today.
So, but it's beginning at 5:30 at the Ringgold Market Pavilion there, where they do the farmers market. So, 96 Depot Street. Across from the depot.
There you go.
We're going to have live music, and we're going to do a live butterfly release.
This is the part that I think is pretty incredible. I've never been to one.
We're excited about it, and we got some cool decorations and stuff too that we're going to get to do. So, but the butterflies they represent hope and peace to victims and survivors. So,
That's awesome.
so we're going to do that. We're going to have food. Raphael's is providing our food. And,
Raphael's Pizza. If you're familiar with them. Yeah. That's
and
awesome.
we got a couple of guest speakers. I'm kind of excited about.
Okay.
So,
Very good. Now, if someone wants to participate in this, what does it cost and how would they get more information?
so it's $30, and that includes entry to, for the walk and dinner and your butterfly that you'll get to release it. Your butterflies will come in like a little envelope,
Oh, my goodness.
and then you get to just release it. So, and you also get a T-shirt with that price, the $30.
Okay.
So
Everybody needs a good T-shirt, right?
that's
So-
right.
That way we can all be but walking billboards for the Sexual
Yes.
Assault Center, right?
Yes.
So, well, I've got my ticket. I know Debbie has signed us up, so we're
Yes, I've
excited to
seen
be
that.
there. And so that is on April the 28th at 5:30 p.m. at the Ringgold Market Pavilion. It's there on Depot Street, kind of if you go down in front of the Ringgold Depot, down on the left from there.
Yeah.
But is there a phone number or how? Is the
So
best way
you
to get in touch?
can you can go to our website and you can register there, or you can call the office at 706-861-0929 and we'll get you registered.
So also, I know they're on Facebook. So if you happen to be on social media and on Facebook, you can probably get this information there as well. We've shared it on the Chamber Facebook page. You may have to go back a few days, but it's all out there as well. There's a QR code if you go on social media. You can actually just hover your camera over that, and it'll bring up all the information that way as well. So, worst case, if you can't figure it out, give us a call at the Chamber 706-965-5201, and we'll get you hooked up with the Sexual Assault Center. So that you can be a part of this butterfly release and great activity and a good dinner as well. So, Christy, you want to hang out with me a while? Let's talk about some other things, Catoosa.
We can do that.
So y'all know every week we have a member of the week, and this week is R&R Outdoor Advertising. They are our chamber member of the week for,
Awesome.
and he's got it right there on the screen. Way to go, Doug. I finally got myself together and gotten him the images ahead of time, so this is good. So billboard advertising is what they do. Tends to be the traditional billboards. They're actually a part of Ruby Falls. And Roy Davis is the gentleman you see there. He's our contact that we work with and have been working with for lots of years. So they're great community partners, and also a good way to advertise if you have a need. So the number 423-752-2277 or rroutdoor.com. And that's our chamber member of the week for April the 11th, which it's hard to believe it's April the 11th. Oh my goodness.
It's
Easter is next Sunday. Of course, this is going to air later, so it's Sunday coming up. So it's just amazing how this year we've already finished the first quarter. It's kind of scary and crazy all at the same time. So
Yes.
another one of our things that we do every week, we do a restaurant of the month, and our restaurant of the month for April is actually in Ringgold. It is our favorite, Cracker Barrel. Who doesn't love a little Cracker Barrel, right? So Cracker Barrel in Ringgold is our restaurant of the month. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that Cracker Barrel does catering. So you can order online and pick it up in the store. You can call into the store and place an order. But I've done that several times for different events, and it's great. They actually will deliver. 706-937-2785. Kim is the manager, and they just do a great job. That's her and her team there. And we're excited to recognize Cracker Barrel of Ringgold as the restaurant of the month.
There's been several times I've almost done their holiday meals.
Yes, and they're good as well. And with Easter coming up, I guarantee you they probably have an Easter package that you can get online and order that. In fact, that's a good idea. I probably should think about that since it's the week of. But yeah, so some of your favorites, that you can take those home with you. Just pick them up; they'll have them ready to go. I've actually done that for a holiday meal before. A couple of Thanksgivings ago, I got their our Thanksgiving dinner because, as y'all know, I've admitted to it. I'm not a cook, so I rely on our area restaurants. My poor family, they we make it through though. They make for no worse for the wear. So we're happy that we can support our local restaurants. So Cracker Barrel of Ringgold is our restaurant of the month. So we've got an event coming up at the Chamber that I'm pretty excited about, and it's a couple of weeks away. And so every year the Georgia Legislature does their 40 days in session in Atlanta in the Capitol. It was kind of neat. We were able to take the Leadership Walker and Leadership Catoosa the same day to the Capitol and got to meet with some of our legislators actually in the Capitol as part of the leadership class, and we're able to meet some different directors and things of. It was really just a neat insight for that class. So now that the 40 days, I think it finished last Monday, I believe that's right. So our legislators are back home, and we always like to kind of give them an opportunity to tell us what happened. What did they do? What did they work on? What did they accomplish? What didn't they accomplish?
Right.
And those are some things, that's part of it, right? So we are having a legislative update chamber luncheon. It's actually going to be with both the Catoosa and Walker County chambers. It'll be at the Colonnade on Thursday, April the 21st at 11:30. Awesome. Takes about an hour and a half total. We'll have a catered meal. It's actually farm to fork that's going to be doing our catering.
Oh, wow.
So we're excited about that. Wrong one, Doug. Sorry. I'll hold this one up. It's got the picture. I hope I sent it. Maybe I didn't. But that's going to be on Thursday, April the 21st. The cost is $17. If that's something, you don't have to be a chamber member to attend. I will say you're welcome to come. You do have to have a reservation, though.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, because again, it's catered. We don't have the food just there for how many ever people. Right? It's not a restaurant, so
it's a good networking opportunity.
Yeah, you're usually there, and so it gives you an opportunity to connect with maybe some potential donors or people for your events as well. And so we do a lot of that. Again, you have to RSVP by this Thursday. I'm going to tell you the chamber office is actually going to be closed on Friday for the Good Friday holiday. So we need your reservation if that's something you're interested in doing. You can get online at Catoosa'ChamberOfCommerce.com and go under events and look on the date, April 21st, and register that way. Or you can call the chamber office at 706-965-5201, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Not this Friday, though, because we're closed. So Monday through Thursday this week. I have to remind myself not to go to work on Friday, right? But anyway, so it'll be at the Colonnade, 264 Catoosa Circle here in Ringgold. And we'll have Senator Jeff Mullis, Representatives Dwayne Hill, and Steve Tarvin, and also Representative Mike Cameron will be there.
That'll be awesome.
So we'll have all four of those gentlemen to tell us a little bit about what happened at the legislative session that just finished, like I said, about a week ago. So that is on Thursday, April the 21st at 11:30. RSVP by the 14th. Again, the admission is $17 per person for a catered meal and the program. So it's just a great time and a good, like you said, good networking opportunity.
Yeah.
Hopefully good information from our legislators that have gone to represent us in Atlanta. It's just a great opportunity to meet a lot of people and learn kind of what's going on in the area.
In our community.
I know this is one you've participated in, so I'm going to let you talk about. Paula Stinnett sent that to me today.
So the tourism partner of the month is Honor Park in Fort Oglethorpe. So that's awesome.
If you've never been out there, because it's kind of tucked away in the neighborhood, so you may not know, but it's really a neat place. To me, it's a little bit somber because you're respecting those who have gone and served to protect our freedom. I
know they've worked very hard on that, and they're very proud of it.
Yes, and there are bathrooms out there if you're ever walking in the area and walking kind of between Gilbert Stevenson to Barnhart Circle, and you go through the Honor Park. If you need to use the restroom, there is a nice restroom facility that's out there as a part of that. But yeah, check out what is it there, and they're actually having an event. I'll let you talk about that.
Okay, honoring those who serve. So that's going to be Saturday, May 14th. From 10 a.m. to noon at Honor Park. So it's a tribute to those who serve. So
I have been, and it is just amazing, the things. They have the bagpipes and the drums, and to me that's just amazing. I mean, it just puts you in the, good community spirit and patriotism to me.
So they're going to have Captain Carlton Stallings as their speaker. The Sheriff's Department, Catoosa County Sheriff's Department Color Guard will be there, and they're going to have a Killed in Action ceremony.
So they do a ceremony with the missing soldier table, And again, it's just a neat thing to see. Bring your kids out. If you've never participated in something like this, it'll be a beautiful Saturday morning, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You can just come out, even if you can only stay 30 or 45 minutes, just kind of come out and see the different guards that are there, the different uniforms that they have, and some of the different very symbolic ceremonies that they actually show that, really you probably don't have another place to see something like this.
Right. Yeah.
So Paul Stinnett and her committee does a great job first of all, keeping the park clean. They are actually going to be cleaning out there if you want to contribute to that effort. Clean Catoosa is going to be on Saturday, April the 23rd, from I think 9 to noon. And I know there will be a group out at the Honor Park, just kind of sprucing it up, getting rid of some old leaves and things like that.
Right.
So we're excited. We were asked to put a birdhouse. If you look up, sometimes we don't pay attention to look up, but in the trees in the Honor Park, they have birdhouses in the different trees. And so I was over there the other day when we were taking this picture, and I said, well, the chamber doesn't have a birdhouse. So Paula Stinnett quickly got me a birdhouse, which we have made now a chamber birdhouse. And so she's going to hang it. They're going to hang it in the trees that day. So it's just a great place, again, to walk, ride your bike, and just take a look at what's there at the Honor Park, honoring those who serve. Again, there is an event there on May the 14th that you might want to check out. Bring the family out. Again, a lot of kids have never seen bagpipes before, may not know what that is, and they can see them firsthand. They have like a core of people that do that. So it's just really, really a neat event. And they honor all branches of the United States military and law enforcement also in 2022. So that's kind of they'll have an art auction to benefit the Children's Advocacy Center. So if that's something you'd like to donate to, I'm sure you can get a hold of Paula Stinnett at the City of Fort Oglethorpe to contribute to that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, just lots of things going on. Our Ambassador of the Month. Have you been Ambassador of the Month before, Christy? Surely you have.
I haven't.
Well, let me talk to someone about that. I don't know what we were thinking. Stuart Mosman is the Ambassador of the Month with Rackley Roofing. Stuart's an awesome guy.
Yes, he is.
I'm so glad he's in the chamber. He adds so much. And he's pretty proud of the little grandbaby, that daughter that he has, too. So I like to see that on Facebook. But Stuart just does a lot and contributes to different groups and different. I know he's a golfer, so he's going to be playing in the golf. Well, actually, he won't get to play this year because he had shoulder surgery. But he's going to come out and volunteer. So that's perfect. That's perfect. So we appreciate our Ambassador of the Month, which is Stuart Mossman. So thank you, Stuart. Thank you so much. Let's see what else we have. Oh, okay, we need to talk about this a couple of times. I just mentioned the golf tournament, and Christy always comes out and helps with that. It's just a good time. Your leads group usually comes out, don't they?
Yeah, our leads group. So if you're not involved in the chamber, you need to be, because they will keep you busy.
So on May the 10th, we'll be at Windstone Golf Club, and I'll let you talk about the golf tournament. What does it do for your business, for your nonprofit, Christy?
It's just being able to, make those connections and network with everyone, and it's just awesome being part of the chamber, period. So
it's just a great group of people.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I think I'm most impressed with when people are the first time to ever come to things. They're like, gosh, everybody is so friendly, and they're approachable. And so if you haven't tried the chamber, an event, most things that we have, you don't have to be a chamber member to attend. So there are some that, we just need to know you're coming so we can make sure to have enough of whatever. But
I've gotten a lot of good friendships out of the chamber. So
we actually like to hang out together.
Yeah.
When we're not at a chamber event. So you can see our 4 sponsors for the Catoosa Golf Classic this year are Puckett EMS, Whitmire Construction, Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, and JDH Company, which is a roofing company. So we just appreciate their support. It's kind of neat this year. We're going to do an 8 a.m. flight and a 1 p.m. flight. So if you need to work half a day, we can accommodate that.
Yeah.
You can come out early and then go to work, or you can go to work and then come for the afternoon.
Or you could just sign up for both.
Just do both. It'll be a good time. So we actually have a goal this year. So last year we had 30 teams, and we'd really like to have at least 34 this year. Windstone would like us to have at least 17 teams in each flight. So more than that would be great. I found, though, that a lot of people don't like to play golf early. They like the afternoon. So they go work a little bit in the morning, and then they come to eat lunch and then play. So speaking of lunch, guess who's going to grill this year?
Hold on, I've heard. Earl.
Mayor Earl Gray.
Yes.
Yep. City of Fort Oglethorpe Mayor Earl Gray. He used to do that for years and years, and then of course COVID. And I'm tired of saying because COVID, but we just couldn't do that. So we were able to have the golf tournament, but we had to do like a box lunch, kind of to keep people away from each other. And so now we're going to go back and actually Food City is going to sponsor our lunch.
That's awesome.
And Earl Gray and Matt Farmer with North Georgia EMC will be our grillers. So we're pretty excited about that. We'll have all the fixins and everything.
And it won't be so hot.
I don't think so. No. In fact, last year, if you remember, the morning was a little bit chilly. And so we'd like it to be, 70 would be great. Can I order that? But it's a great time, again, of networking. If you're a golfer, you will have a blast. We'll feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, depending on when you're going to be there. Hardee's in Ringgold has agreed to sponsor breakfast. And then lunch, again, will be sponsored by Food City. And then dinner is going to be Chick-fil-A box lunches. So
Awesome.
You can even grab it and go if you need to do that, to head home real quick. So it is for cash prizes. And we have some really good, we'll have a raffle I'll talk about in a week or so and tell you about that. We're still collecting raffle prizes to make that a good thing. But and we've got some good ones already. So if that's something you'd like to donate to, if you'd like to donate a raffle prize or a door prize, you can call the Chamber office, 706-965-5201, and we'll be glad to pick that up. Also, if you'd like to play or do a tea sponsorship, you do not have to be a Chamber member to participate. Teams are $8.50 for the 8 o'clock flight or $9.50 for the 1 p.m. flight. That does include a golf shirt per person with the Chamber logo embroidered on it. As well as, if you're a golfer, you'll know what this means, 2 mulligans and a skirt per person. So a mulligan is when they get to hit an extra shot and doesn't count against them. And then a skirt means they get to hit from the closer tees, or what they call the ladies' tees, a little bit closer to where their goal is. So those all come, in years past, we've always charged extra for those. And so we've decided to kind of put that all as a package. So we're pretty excited about the offering for the Catoosa Golf Classic and think it will be a great day of networking and fun, and we look forward to it every year. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to kid you. It's a lot of work, but we have a good time. And Windstone is great to work with also. So if that's a place that you haven't thought about having an event, they do have a pavilion and a clubhouse there. So I think they rent that out. They have catering services and stuff as well there too. So Windstone Golf Club, they're also Chamber members, and we love to be there. So that is on May the 10th. Give us a call if we can sign you up, or you can go to CatoosaChamberOfCommerce.com, or my email is ajackson@CatoosaChamberOfCommerce.com, or you can dial 706-965-5201. We'll take care of you. Let's take a break, and we will come back and talk a little bit more about what's going on, what Christy's got going on at the Sexual Assault Center, and more about Catoosa County.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-478-7907. That's 1-800-478-7907.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Frustrated with heavy rubber hoses that always get tangled and easily kink? Introducing the Bionic Flex Pro hose, the super strong, super tough hose that's ultra light as well. Run over an ordinary hose and it'll easily burst, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose stays intact no matter what runs over it, because its reinforced drag-resistant commercial-grade outer polyester weave makes it tougher and stronger than ever. And its solid brass fittings are crush-proof too. Ordinary hoses kink easily and stop working, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose never kinks. It just keeps flowing strong. And while regular hoses easily get tangled, the Bionic Flex Pro hose is tangle-proof. you can get the 25-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose for just $19.95 with free shipping. But wait, order today and we'll upgrade your order to a 50-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose. Just pay a separate fee, and shipping is still free. Go now.
Call 1-800-340-5128.
We're back on Catoosa Connects. This is Christy Lawson with the Sexual Assault Victims Advocacy Center, and I'm Amy Jackson. And so one of our favorite events, and you're on this committee too, so.
I love this this networking luncheon. It's Catoosa Women's Networking Luncheon. I don't know if he has that back there.
I think so. We'll see if it comes up. There it goes.
So this is such an awesome opportunity. So hats off. We get to wear fancy hats.
That's right. You can wear like your Sunday Easter hat, or if you're a Derby person, like the Kentucky Derby, you can wear a fancy hat like that. It can be any kind of hat. We're going to just let people be imaginative.
So it's going to be on Friday, May 6th at 11:30 at Redstone Estates. And it's $15 a person. And you need to make your reservations by calling the chamber at 706-965-5201.
And this one's sponsored by a new Fort Oglethorpe business, The Joint Chiropractic. They're going to open soon. It's a chiropractor. They're located by Mean Mug and McAllister's Deli.
Do you have their contact information? I was going to see if they wanted to sponsor.
I do, and I bet they would. Corey's been really good about jumping in and getting things done. So, yeah, I will share that with you. And that's how the chamber works right there, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, hats off to networking. We've talked about one, too. So, apparently the Kentucky Derby is the next day on the 7th of May. And we've always wanted to do a little something with a hat. And so, I'll be honest, I'm not a hat person.
I'm not either.
But Rhonda James has ordered me one. Mine clips on. It's one of those little fancy little things that just clips on my short hair because I don't have much hair. So, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna if I can wear a hat, anybody can. So, but you can still come even if you don't want to don a hat. That's okay.
This is just, I always enjoy this this networking event because it's mainly women.
Every once in a while we have a gentleman or two that it's a women's networking luncheon, but we're open to whatever. And so this speaker this time, I don't know if you or I don't know her, but I've heard really great things about her, is Sherry Sutherland. And she is from Peavine Baptist Church, and she's going to be talking about having balance in your life, and who doesn't need to be reminded about that?
Well, I'm reminded about it, but it's just doing it.
Do you adhere to it, though? That's the thing, right? So, Catoosa Women's Networking Lunch, hats off to networking on Friday, May the 6th at 11:30. We hope you'll join us. Again, you can find out information on the Chamber Facebook page or on the Chamber website under events. And if you'd like to attend, just click on those or give us a call at the Chamber, 706-965-5201. All right, let's see. Oh, well, I know you're in one of these, but we'll let you talk about that. You have to talk about all of them, though.
Okay. Well, I'll talk about our favorite, the best one. No, I'm just kidding. So the Chamber has leads groups, and there are 5 of them now. So you have leaders, which is Tuesday morning at 8:30 at Rockbridge Community Church. You have, I'm going to save the best for last.
All right. I know which one she's talking about.
You have pro leads on Wednesday mornings at 8:30 at the Colonnade. Leads for you is Wednesday mornings at 8:30 at Caffeine Addict,
which is a great little coffee shop in Ringgold.
And then you have Loop leads Thursday mornings at 8:30 at Redstone Estates.
And that's actually in Chattanooga. So if you work in Chattanooga, we have one close to you.
Yeah. And then the best is leads at lunch. Tuesday at 12 at Farm to Fork. I say that because I'm part of that one.
That's the group she's in. So our leads groups, we've talked about those before. Those are groups of chamber members. That is part of chamber membership as long as there's a space available. And there's one mortgage broker and one bank and one insurance agent. Usually we have 2 nonprofits in most of the groups. So because that's really not a conflict of interest there. So, and they just learn about each other's business and organization and just support each other in in any way that they can.
Support and just whatever, really. I mean, we provide each other leads.
Yep.
If I know somebody that needs insurance, and I'll say, hey, I know somebody. So.
So that's the way that works, and it's just a great, I always tell people that and the ambassadors both, you educate people about what you do, and while they're out doing what they do, they're going to talk about what you do and help you increase your sphere of influence and also just, the needs that you have. So it works. It works. 20 years ago, I was a member of a leads group, so I've been on both sides of the equation. Now, I'm still a member. I'm the staff member now. I go to the leads at lunch also, and I was going to the leaders group. Now Bobby's in that one, so actually I'll go there tomorrow. So we have a chamber staff member in each one, and we try to have them, it's kind of neat now. Some of the groups are kind of taken, so usually it's every week at the same place at the same time. Some of the groups have kind of tried to switch it up a little bit, and maybe like once a month or every 6 weeks they'll take a field trip, if you will, and go to one of the leads group places, a participant's place of work. So, and that's kind of fun. So like the leaders group, their nonprofit is Lyft. And so a couple of times now they have actually gone and met at the Lyft site, at the actual location there. And so that's another neat way to find out more about the different members and what they do and what their offices are like and things like that. So yeah, the leads groups are great. Again, they're part of chamber membership, and we'd like to tell you more about it. As a new chamber member, you're welcome to visit and kind of pick out and see which group is best for you. So anyway, that's another part of chamber membership. So just something else to know about. So last week, if you remember, I had our nonprofit of the month on here, and that was Wrestling for a Cause. And they kind of thought it was their own show to begin with. If you remember, they started announcing it just like, it was funny. They were being funny about it. And I was afraid I was going to end up with a wrestler name before it was all said and done, but that didn't happen, so I'm okay. But Wrestling for a Cause Chattanooga, again, our nonprofit of the month for April, they have an event coming up, and we talked a little bit about that last week, called Chaos at the Creek. It's going to be at Coahulla Creek High School on May the 6th. Doors open at 6 p.m. There's no reserved seating. That's down in Dalton, actually, 3361 Crow Road. And some of the people that they're going to have there are the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. And then the Outlandish, Zicky Dice and Johnny Swinger. So this looks like an interesting time.
It does.
And so they're very excited about this. If you remember, what they do is they raise money with wrestling events, but they raise the money for Children's Hospital at Erlanger. And they both have had children, or both have children that have been helped by Children's Hospital. And so that's the mission of this nonprofit, is to give back using one of their loves in life, which is wrestling, to give back a little bit to Children's Hospital and to help them to continue the great works that they do. They hold wrestling events. So they've had some at the Colonnade. This particular one will be Chaos at the Creek at Coahulla Creek High School on May the 6th. So we hope you'll go out and support that fun event, especially if you're a wrestling fan. You don't want to miss it, because if I remember what they said last week, some of these folks hadn't been in this area. That some of their wrestlers that they're going to have that day haven't been in this area in a while. So it might be somebody that you really like to see but haven't gotten the opportunity yet.
Right.
So, Christy, my voice is about to go. I'm going to let you talk about this one while I get a drink of water. I apologize, y'all.
So the Chamber is presenting Catoosa Run, White and Blue. Run, White and Blue.
Run, White, and Blue. Instead of, yeah.
And
Red,
I know
white, blue, run,
we
white.
did this last year. I did not run. But I would have to be chased
Exactly. Well, there's
if I'm
that.
running. But so they have a 5K race that starts at 8 a.m. and a 1 mile run, there's a 1 mile fun run.
Right. And the 1 mile fun run could be a walk, because some people walk that. That's okay, too.
Yes. So it's $30 per runner for the 5K, and then $20 for the 1 mile fun run.
And that includes a T-shirt for everybody. We do need your registrations, and that registration is now open, which was not, I don't think last week when I was here we didn't have it fully open, but it is open now. You can go to catoosa.info/5K, or you can go to CatoosaChamberOfCommerce.com/run.
What day is this going to be?
It's on Saturday, July the 2nd. Oh, there we go. And again, Saturday, July the 2nd, and it'll be there on the Benton Place campus. So right where by the colonnade and the library and all that, that's where we'll start out of. It'll look a little bit different this year because where we started last year is where the construction is for the College and Career Academy.
Right.
And so we'll have to reroute that just a little bit, I think. But it should be good. We had 187 participants last year in both the 5K and the 1 mile fun run. And we're giving away a lot more like age category. You can get all that information if you want to know exactly what the prizes are at CatoosaChamberOfCommerce.com/run, RUN. So that will be coming up before we know it. July 2nd seems like a long time away, but it's
it'll
definitely
be
not.
here tomorrow.
And so yeah, we need to.
If you're a runner, you need to register.
And the
for that.
T-shirt is amazing. So last year we kind of went with an aqua blue color. I'm told that racers like the part of what they like is the T-shirt. You got to make a good T-shirt. So this year it'll be kind of a pinkish red color. So we're going to go with the pinkish red side of things. So pretty excited about all that. I love the logo. I think it's a fun one. So
Yeah. Good name.
So y'all come out and support this great community event. Last year we had a couple of people that did like the red, white, and blue tutus and things like that. I think we'll see more of that this year.
Probably.
Now that we kind of know, I think you'll see a lot more chamber people put some effort into that as well. So again, the Catoosa Red, White, and Blue on Saturday, July the 2nd at 8 a.m.
I heard Rhonda was.
She is in training. She's in training for the 5K, and Sheriff Gary Sisk has promised not to scoop her up. She has 1 hour. So I think it could, Rhonda is in it to win it. So I think we should all give that a consideration and maybe at least do the 1 mile fun run, right? So it'll be a great community event. I think later that evening there'll be the fireworks that the county will do. Like they've done for the last 2 years. This is our second year. It'll be the third year for the fireworks. So it'll be a great thing in Catoosa County and we're hoping a lot of people will come from outside of our county and shop at our shops and stay in our hotels and eat at our restaurants. So and we're hoping it to be an economic impact to our community as well as a fun time for our community. So tell us what else is going on at the Sexual Assault Center. I know you've got a lot of things,
Goodness.
Christy.
So one thing that we are doing is we do a violence survivors support group. So we partner with 4 Points and Lift because this group is held at Lift.
Okay. And if you don't know where Lift is, that's a youth center in Ringgold, kind of near the CVS pharmacy. If you look at the CVS where Alabama Highway and 41 meet and look right, you'll see that to the right of, you turn right and it's on the left, I guess. But
But so we're doing this group. It's for anyone that's been impacted by domestic or physical or sexual violence. And you can come and join the group to connect with others that have had similar experiences. And they discuss the impact of violence in your life and work towards healing. So we were just doing it once a month. And so some of the participants have requested more. So they're doing it twice a month now.
Oh, okay.
And it's the first and third Thursday of every month from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And they provide food and childcare. So if you need to bring your children, bring them. There's someone there to watch them, and there's all kinds of things for them to do there at Lift. And
it's a beautiful location if you've never been to the Lift Youth Center. What's the address on that? You've got the address right there.
It is 7197 Nashville Street, Ringgold, Georgia. So if you know someone that's been impacted, please let them know about this group.
Do they need to make a reservation or can they just show up?
They can just show up.
Okay. So just show.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And even if you haven't been impacted, but you know someone that has, like if you have a daughter or your sister or anyone, and you just want to come and get some support and learn how to support them, please come. It's a great
Because it does
opportunity.
affect the whole family. I mean, it's not
Yes.
just the person, unfortunately, that it happens to. You have to learn how to interact with that person, and so this is great information that's provided by the Sexual Assault Center in a great location and easy to get to. Plenty of parking at Lyft in Ringgold. So just know the first and third Thursdays of each month.
Yes. And then another thing that we have, so I'm involved with 3 task force for our Lookout Mountain Judicial Circuit.
Okay.
So there's an elder abuse task force and a teen dating violence task force and a we call it a safety audit task force. So that's more domestic violence. But for the elder abuse, we are fixing to do a conference, an elder abuse conference, what professionals need to know. And it's for people, it's for like law enforcement or any caregiver that provides any kind of care for someone elderly.
Grandmothers, mothers, whatever, right? Fathers, whatever.
If you work in a nursing home or anything like that. So post credit for law enforcement will be available, and CEUs for the other caregivers.
Gotcha.
Registration's $15, and that's going to include breakfast and lunch.
Wow.
And so we do have a registration link, but if you need information, you can contact 4 Points or our office at 706-861-0929, and we can give you more information.
Is that information on social media as well?
Yes, we do
Something?
have that on
Yeah.
social media. If you would like to, or know someone that would like to participate in that.
And that's another one of those things that, you don't want to think happens, but it happens in our community. And sometimes, quite frankly, not necessarily by ill-will people. I think just sometimes they...
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot that goes on that people don't realize, is considered elder abuse. And I mean, maybe
Because it can be financial as well as...
Right.
It doesn't have to be like hitting someone and something like that. There are
Right.
lots of ways.
financial, stealing someone's medication, or right now there's just a lot of scams going on, romance scams, and what's the currency?
I know what you're saying.
Yes,
The Bitcoin and all that
Yes,
kind of
the
stuff.
Bitcoin stuff. All that.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
So this is just a good opportunity. Even if you want to know more information, you don't have to be a caregiver. If you're just wanting to know more information for yourself,
Just
come-
awareness.
right?
Yeah.
Come register and take home some information that you need. So, and then with our
This is a fun one.
our teen dating violence task force is doing a TikTok PSA contest. So
PSA is
it's
public service announcement.
Yes,
Is that right?
thank you.
Okay.
Public service
That's one of those
announcement.
things I heard a lot for a long time. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what that really means, but okay.
Yes. So with this task force, we try to just provide awareness to the community and education. And one thing that we do, we get real involved in the teen dating or the teen maze.
Right.
And,
Which we haven't been able to have for a couple of years because of COVID.
But they're having it.
Are they doing it this year?
Yeah.
Yay!
So far
I had
they
not
are,
heard
unless
that.
something changes.
That's awesome.
But this TikTok PSA is for students, middle school or high school students, and they're going to win a cash prize. Right now it is at $100, but it could be more. So, and
Want
we
to contribute to that? You
We
can.
also have other prizes to go with it.
And it gets them. I mean, it uses creative. Kids are so creative.
And we all know they're on TikTok or whatever other social media, but most of them are on TikTok now. And we're just asking for them to do a short little public service announcement on teen dating violence. And
It's neat to see that being used for good, right? I mean,
Yes.
for them to, again, get to be creative, use a platform that they know. They obviously do little
Right.
silly videos and other things, right?
Yes.
So it's neat to be able to use that and kind of channel that for a good reason for public service announcement against teen dating and violence.
So if you have a child that might want to participate, they can contact our office at the Sexual Assault Center or 4 Points, and they can get more information. But they would submit, all submissions are accepted May 1st through the 7th.
Okay.
And then voting begins on May 8th and goes through the 14th. And so the winner will be whoever gets the most likes.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to make sure once we get some of those out there that we maybe show those or something. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to.
Yeah, and it helps, it helps bring awareness.
Just awareness, yeah.
And it's teaching our teenagers, our children, what,
Right.
what they need to be aware
What's
of.
acceptable and what's not, and either whether they're experiencing it or doing it, either way. So, so just some really amazing things that y'all do at the Sexual Assault Center. I know that you have another little project. It's not in Catoosa County, but it's really cool to hear about. And so I'd like for Christy to tell us a little bit about that.
So we've opened up an outreach office in Dade County, and it's a small outreach office, and we had put a small thrift store in the front, but the thrift store, it just took over our whole outreach office. So we had to move our thrift store to a bigger space.
Which is not a bad problem to have.
No, it's not. And it's doing very well. So we do accept donate. We did have to hold off on clothing donations for a little while. Probably just a couple more weeks.
Well, as seasons change too, I guess that's hard too.
And
You got to get rid of all the winter stuff and
we
get
had
spring stuff.
so many donations. It was hard for the girls to go through it. But if you need to make a donation, you can contact us, and we'll be happy to take it and
give them your good stuff. Give them the things that they can make the most money from, So, and I guess you'll give a tax write-off. Can they get a receipt for that?
They do get a tax receipt for that.
Yeah.
So we're nonprofit, and you will receive.
And is there a location that if they call the number, like they could meet you somewhere here or they have to take it to Dade County to do that?
No, you can call us. I mean, we only have cars, so we've had people, hey, we've got this whole house, and we can't do that, but
not there.
But if you have a small donation and you want to bring it to us here in Catoosa County, you can give us a call at our office, or if it's a large donation, you can just take it there. So we're located at 12. I just want to make sure I have the correct.
And I know you've had some really good volunteers from here that have helped you paint
and they're still volunteering. So
shout out to Chuck and Sam Bowers and Rhonda James, and I know there are probably some more too, but I know they have been several times. Gio Mahea, I think, has helped a little bit.
Yes,
there.
Gio. So it's our thrift store is called Saks Thrift Avenue, like Saks First.
Yes, Avenue.
Yeah. So Saks
playing
Thrift
words.
Avenue. Yeah. So Saks Thrift Avenue, and we are located at 12580 North Main Street in Trenton. So if you know where the Gross shopping center is, there's a Gross furniture store. We're in that shopping center, and I'm working on getting a sign for our building, but it used to be the Dade County Dance Studio.
Okay.
So
now you know where it is. If you're in that area, feel free to stop in.
Right beside the dollar store in Trenton. So
what are the hours if somebody did want to go?
We are open Thursday and Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 10 to 3.
Okay, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, but again, if you have any donations and you want to give those to, again, not too large of size, probably spring's clothes would be the best at this point in time.
Summer, yeah.
And so they would love to have donations. So, and what's your number again where they can call?
It is 706-861-0929.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to tell you more on Catoosa Connects.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them, their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-478-7907. That's 1-800-478-7907.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Frustrated with heavy rubber hoses that always get tangled and easily kink? Introducing the Bionic Flex Pro hose, the super strong, super tough hose that's ultra light as well. Run over an ordinary hose and it'll easily burst, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose stays intact no matter what runs over it, because its reinforced drag-resistant commercial-grade outer polyester weave makes it tougher and stronger than ever. And its solid brass fittings are crush-proof too. Ordinary hoses kink easily and stop working, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose never kinks. It just keeps flowing strong. And while regular hoses easily get tangled, the Bionic Flex Pro hose is tangle-proof. You can get the 25-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose for just $19.95 with free shipping. But wait, order today and we'll upgrade your order to a 50-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose. Just pay a separate fee, and shipping is still free. Go now.
Call 1-800-340-5128.
We're back on I said Clean Catoosa. Catoosa Connects. I've got Clean Catoosa on my mind, which is a good thing to talk about.
Right.
We have mentioned that a little bit on Saturday, April the 23rd. All across Catoosa County, you're going to see different groups doing cleanup projects and beautification projects.
Doesn't
Lift Youth Center absolutely kind of sponsors. They actually started this before there was a Lift Youth Center. This was one of their first programs, and I think initially it was just them in the city of Ringgold, and then it became Fort Oglethorpe and Catoosa County government. They're all working together. And so you'll see a lot of folks out, kids, older, it doesn't matter the ages. The Chamber, we're going to have a team that's going to be actually on Barnhart Circle, kind of by the 6th Cavalry Museum. To the left of that there is a building that used to be a library, but I think it's going to be a rec center or something like that in the future. And so they've asked us to come out and to plant some flowers and shrubs and things like that. So that's kind of going to be our thing. There'll be some people that have canoes or kayaks, and they'll be in the waterways cleaning. You know, it's amazing the stuff when you see at the end of the day what they bring out of those areas, whether it's rubber tires or just paper and plastics and things like that. But there'll be a couple of groups that do that. And just all through town last year, we were actually in Ringgold, the Chamber was, and we did, I'll be honest, I never even noticed it before, but there are planters, if you look in the, I call it the square, but I know it's a triangle, on the sides, on each side, like in front of where the spot is now and where just Peachy is, there are brick planters there. So we cleaned all those out and put new dirt and I think some plants and stuff. It was just a great time. I have a black thumb. I'm going to be the first to admit it, but I can follow orders. So we raked, but the city of Ringgold was great to help us to have the right things that we needed. We brought our own shovels and rakes and things like that. So city of Fort Oglethorpe, we're excited about working in Fort Oglethorpe this year. I know a lot of the churches are participating. You may see people along the Battlefield Parkway picking up trash. So there'll just be a lot, and there's I can't even remember the number of projects each year and how many people, but Lyft does a great job kind of putting that all together. Yes, and that's a big undertaking, quite frankly, because they're not really trying to control everything. They're just trying to say, on this day at this time, register with us and tell us what you want to do. So sometimes, like we were talking earlier, awareness is the best thing. I think we all drive by areas every day and we don't think twice about, we could stop and pick up a little bit of trash and that would make that the whole community look better. And so it's great. We appreciate Tina and Chrissy and some of the others that, do so much at Lyft and what they do, and the fact that they continue to organize this event. And each year it gets bigger and bigger. More groups find out about it and want to be a part of it. I know the Girl Scouts, I think, or the Brownies, maybe the Boy Scouts usually have a team or two. I think Lionheart's Fitness usually has a team.
I think they got this started just to show the community that they and their kids,
right,
to give them something to do
Yep.
and to give back to the community,
to be part of their everyday world. That's what you do. It's not an exception.
Right.
That's what you do, and to be a part of your community and to give back. So yeah, absolutely. It's just so neat. They usually tend to do it around Earth Day, either the weekend before or the weekend after. So I think this falls maybe after. So that's Clean Catoosa. Again, April the 23rd. If you'd like to participate, I'm sure you can call Lyft. You can also find out information there if you're on social media, on the Lyft Facebook page or on the Chamber Facebook page, or just call the Chamber office and we'll get you more information there as well. So I think kind of to recap what we've talked about, we've got a lot going on.
Yes,
in
we do.
Catoosa County. You've got a lot of things going on. Let's talk a little bit again about your event, April the 28th.
Yes, My Voice Matters, a walk to end sexual violence, and the Ringgold Market Pavilion, April 28th at 5:30. So $30, you can get a T-shirt, a butterfly to release, enjoy the walk and dinner and live music.
And the butterfly, should we say, is also from a butterfly farm here locally.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. Did you know we had a butterfly farm? I can't say that fast. Here in Chickamauga, right? So if you want more information about that, Christy can help you with that as well. But I'm excited about the butterfly release. I'll be honest, I've never participated in one of those, and I think that'll be a cool thing to do. So again, if you're a golfer, we've got a golf tournament for you on May the 10th. At Windstone Golf Club, sponsored by Whitmire Construction, Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, and JDH Construction, as well as Puckett EMS. This image doesn't have Puckett's logo on there, but Puckett had sponsored last year and this year as well. So it's going to be a great time. 8 a.m. flight is $8.50 a team. The 1 p.m. flight is $9.50 for each team, and that does include a golf shirt. And I'll tell you, it's kind of exciting. Our golf shirts this year are going to come from Southern Charm, which is in Ringgold, is a Catoosa County, a Ringgold business. So they'll have the Chamber logo. I think we finally agreed to do it on the side because that's what most men like, on the sleeve. And so anyway, pretty excited about that. And it's going to be striped.
That's awesome.
So last year we had white because it was COVID, and that's all we could get. So we're excited about the new golf shirt this year. So again, there are places you do not have to be a Chamber member to participate in the golf. We'd love for you to participate with us. And then we talked about the upcoming event, the Women's Network Luncheon. Hats off to networking. Wear your hat on Friday, May the 6th at 11:30. It's $15. You do need a reservation for that. You can check again on the Chamber website at CatoosaChamberOfCommerce.com/events, or you can give us a call at the Chamber office, 706-965-5201. And then I'll just leave you with the legislative update. If you would like to hear from Senator Mullis and Representatives Hill, Tarvin, and Cameron, we would love to have you join us on Thursday, April the 21st at 11:30 at the Colonnade. Again, you do need a reservation. 706-965-5201. Christy, thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for asking.
And I just appreciate all that you and your staff does at the Sexual Assault Victims Advocacy Center. Again, that's one of those services we hope we never need, but we're glad. We know we do need it, and we're glad, and we appreciate the awareness that you bring to our community. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see you next week on Catoosa Connects.